Maybe one less.
I'm gonna go kill that alpha raptor because I want to at least accomplish the goal I set out to do.
Yeah.
And then I'll come help you build for like the next hour or so, because we should together, like one of us gathering resources and building the pieces, the other person actually assembling them.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it would work.
Who do you think ARK's most useless creature is? Ghost? ARK's most I mean, dodos. It's dodos. The answer is dodo. They're literally useless. They are there to feed other animals.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with the ants.
No, those at least serve a nuisance.
At least you can tame and pet and carry.
They give chitin.
Yeah, but 100 other things give chitin.
Not really.
I guess useless is, yeah.
Romulus is not incorrect. Don't shame him.
Where the hell did that alpha raptor go? There it is.
I settled on a size.
Oh, hello.
Do you need help?
No. I just found some microraptors. We haven't seen many of them this season.
Oh, they've been attacking me constantly.
I guess I just don't hang out in the redwood on the ground.
Yeah.
This time I'm not going to make the mistake of going into battle without my stamina charge.
Hey, I haven't saved a ghost. He needs to bleach his brain at the end of... What? Oh. Hold on, wait. It's a ghost. What Roma said that is correct is making the Fuck Barn 2.0 Orgy Boogaloo. Yeah, not wrong.
I feel like I can come up with a worse name for it, but I'm
please.
I'm not having any luck at the moment.
No, I need to hear it when you come up with it. Please, when you come up with it, I need to hear.
Damn it, nothing's coming to mind. Yeah.
Imagine.
Like, sometimes you just have those days where it's like, I can come up with a crazy name for any one of these things, and then there's some days where you're like, I can feel like the idea is out there, but cannot get an idea of it. God, this guy ran forever.
See, I've got a good name for what happens in it, but not a name for it.
Oh, the Diplo pushed me. I'm like, did I just get pushed by a raptor?
Oh yeah, by the way, goes the newest quote is you saying sex crowns.
Oh.
Hey, Aberrant, True Tower of Heaven RPG. What? Oh, the name. I think what I actually need, I need a demo gun. I need to get rid of this middle break. It's not where the middle is anymore. What am I doing? I keep forgetting that everything's just made with one thatch. It's so useful that I wouldn't consider one thatch to be
good, I
the...
had Terrence on. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been bad.
The only thing I don't have my armor on, but I have Terrence on. Only 3 levels from that raptor, but...
I mean, 3 levels is 3 levels.
Yeah. Oh, hey, they brought me some armor.
Nice.
They gave me some purple hide gloves. What are those for temp
Black,
armor?
just do it. Just do it.
Ooh, I got a personal level from that.
Nice.
I'm up to 72.
I'm up to 78.
It's been ages since I've leveled.
In 7 more years, I can have more.
The Bed and Dead Inn. Not a bad one, King.
These don't die in there. They die outside.
Here we go. The Breeding Brothel.
I can see it.
Best my brain's coming up with today. Alright, well, we got myself up to almost level 200. Sounds like a Groudite getting named in your chat.
Insemination Station.
That's pretty good. That is actually pretty good. I mean, it is kind of like a, you know... Would we be able to give it, like, a train station motif?
No. It'll be that name will be there to confuse you. The Uwu Hut.
I feel like I need just a little bit more stamina on this Rex.
Yeah, Rex has burned through a lot of stamina.
Yeah, like 2200 has been pretty good, but oh, not a fucking again.
Yeah, what's up? There's another Baryonyx.
No, it's more photons.
I'm coming.
Okay. Need to get them angry at me. See, if they're angry at me, I can kill them with the sword. There we go. I got him. This sword is amazing.
I'll help you!
I just stepped on a monkey.
Ghost video? What? Oh yeah, his thumbnail for today. It's great.
Every once in a while, I get like a good bit of inspiration for a thumbnail. Like I'm finally starting to get out of like the little vacation rut I was in, where it's like I was a little bit on the burned out side at the end of December. So I'm like, last week taking it easy. It's why there's only been ARK up every day, kind of a thing.
Hey, Ghost. Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Dino Hub. Oh, Ghost monetization. Oh, that's long gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's still better than the episode that actually got demonetized, so...
Oh, I can make it worse.
Yomiya Hub? No.
No, Dino Hub. Alright, so Ghost, as a note, look at the size difference that I have to do to level out this hill.
Yeah, no, that's the downside of that hill, is it just is not compatible with building very much.
Oh, I did black. I did. Just trying to get this. Look how tall I have to make this. The spunk. Alright, I got, I mean, I would like to be the fuck conductor.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah. Insemination station, operated by the fuck conductor.
Just remember, there's no action in the caboose.
Alright. I don't think you understand how a dinosaur pussy works.
And there goes my monetization once again. I was trying to keep it all innuendo-y and stuff.
Delgium
so
goes
the
ghost no.
Delgium,
I think you mean crit no. Why are you making ceilings?
Because you told me you wanted to do the entire thing with ceilings rather than floors.
Cross response! Because you do, all caps?
Oh, jeez.
Look, I'm just saying, don't most lizards and birds in modern times have a fused butthole and reproduction tract?
You know, I'm the biology like degreed person, and I have no idea.
Yeah, good thing Dawn isn't here. She'd die. Let me out!
That was you riding the mammoth. I'm like, the mammoth is just running around base. We weren't really short on wood, we were just short on thatch. So
I mean, you say we're not short on wood, but we're short on wood. We're on at 1,500.
Oh, damn. Oh, now it's fiber. That's easy enough to gather.
We don't actually know anything about dinosaur genitals because, fun fact, they're a soft organ, thus don't really fossilize. But birds and lizards have similar genitalia, so it's likely to say that dinosaurs had also similar because birds and lizards both came from dinosaurs.
And they did just recently find, like, fossils with teenage dinosaurs, so there's entirely the possibility that we'll, have some advancements in seeing what teenage angst looks like, and then, then actual, caught in the middle of dino reproduction fossils eventually.
Hey, Everett, she's gonna die. Also, D&G jokes. Yeah. That's the thing, like, birds and lizards both have very similar reproductive systems. In organs and the way they lay eggs and everything. So it's likely that it was a point of, both of their common ancestors had it. And that as they diverged, they just kept their version of reproduction. They didn't rewrite how to reproduce.
I mean, it's kind of a very, very important thing to keep getting right. To pass
yeah, exactly. It's
on,
right,
so
it
it's
doesn't
something
really
that doesn't vary much.
That's the thing. We won't really, we'll probably never know for certain what dino genitalia looks like because it's a soft tissue. Soft tissue doesn't really fossilize.
I mean, with the recovery of DNA and stuff, like the Jurassic Park kind of scenario would be more likely to figure out what it looks like.
You can't find any DNA for dinosaurs. DNA only has a half-life of a couple thousand years.
I'm pretty sure they've recovered some sequences. Isn't that the entire reason the whole
mammoths
Jurassic Park idea came across?
No, they thought they could extract DNA. The premise was they could extract DNA from blood taken by a mosquito, trapped in amber and preserved. But no matter the situation, DNA, it has a half-life. It's a molecule.
Right, but that doesn't necessarily mean, like, it's not going to be completely... Well, actually, it gets millions of years, yeah.
Yeah, it's the thing, like, DNA, like, here, I'll pull up the actual number. DNA half-life. DNA has a half-life of 521 years.
Okay, so yeah, you would be at minuscule amounts after millions, yeah.
It's, estimates that DNA from bone, has a half-life of 521. After the amount of time, half the nucleotide bonds that altogether are broken. After another 50, half. We can just barely get mammoth DNA.
Okay.
Like, it's why there's actually a real attempt right now at recreating mammoth. Because we actually do have an entire mammoth sequenced.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I was confusing the mammoth thing with the DNA stuff.
Yeah, we can actually do a lot with really preserved Ice Age creatures because there's enough DNA still there.
And it's like only a few thousand years.
And but the issue is with even mammoths is elephants are not a perfect surrogate.
Yeah. The whole trick of all the cloning stuff, and I know this much because of all my genetic engineering and stuff, degree work and whatnot. The biggest issue with any kind of new species or reestablishing a species is you have to come up with some way
genetic
of
diversity.
Getting the first baby to breed successfully.
Yeah.
Because then once you have one, then you can use it, because you always want to make sure to make a female first, and you could use that female to create more of the same species, but the whole issue is getting that female.
So the issue they're having, theoretically would happen with a mammoth. I haven't actually done it yet. One, they would have to pick a very closely related species of elephant, and two, when it produces, there is one, no guarantee that it'll produce the surviving offspring, and two, there is no guarantee it will even have the traits of the mammoth. Because at best, it'll be a half mammoth, half that elephant species. Because if it's not at least partially that, you need that mammoth's egg. Or that elephant's egg. So...
Not necessarily anymore.
You knew. The way they'd have to do mammoths is that you'd need a donor elephant egg.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could eventually breed the line pure again.
You could, but then your genetic diversity would be so minute and like, you'd have no genetic diversity. That's the other risk, is no matter how many times you do this, unless you're doing this with thousands upon thousands of different mammoth DNA, your genetic diversity is going to be shit.
Right, but genetic diversity isn't actually as big of a deal as everyone always makes it out to be. It is for, like, long-term survival of a species or something, but that's just to keep the doubly recessive traits from becoming too prominent in a line. Like, having it
I mean, you're also
just to have
much
a
more vulnerable to
laboratory line
diseases.
is not an issue unless it's, like, you pick a fatal recessive trait, you know, as your one sample, but... the DNA constructed from the mammoths and stuff is so... I guess it would be only from just a few individuals.
I think they so far have only sequenced one mammoth's DNA.
Yeah.
Like, you can... The perfect situation has to occur to get DNA. You have a well-preserved mammoth, which, because of the area they live in, they get frosty a lot. That's easy enough. But you need a lot of them. And so far they've had, like... Also, if you're not... There is a side way to do it, if... This is a chat brought up. If you can avoid having a elephant carry the mammoth baby if you make a fake womb. But that raises a bunch of different problems.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complex than our current technology would allow to be able to control an artificial womb strategy, but it's the way I always thought it was going to be when I was in the industry, was getting... Because then once you have one, and you have it, you know, the basic principles of, oh, okay, I need to change these hormone levels at these times to get it to be born, then you could be like, I can clone dogs, I can clone cats, I can clone a mammoth, I can clone a T-Rex. Once you know the parameters, like, you would be able to adapt that system to literally anything.
Also, there is the risk currently with cloning where, for whatever reason, cloned animals don't live as long. Like, if you remember, your metal womb was calling me, yeah, just put them in lockers, just grow them in lockers. Remember Dolly the sheep?
Yeah.
Died young. Like,
everything
we've ever cloned
is
seems to
actually
die
a
young.
very easily solvable one.
But why is it doing
that
it?
one is likely due to the telomeres.
Okay. Because you're cloning
it's the same
from
thing that causes old age and death in every other creature.
Because you're cloning from an older source, it's already technically that age.
Technically, at age 0, Dolly was age 23 or whatever the birth parents' DNA was when they took it out.
So
because they didn't restore the telomeres.
So if you took a DNA sample of me, if you took a DNA sample of me and then grew it, it would be a baby, but the telomeres say 22 years old.
Your clone would die 21 years or 22 years earlier than you would, assuming all things other were equal.
So we would die at the same time, basically.
More or less.
So what you're saying is we need to inject some...
If it is entirely a telomere-based death
What you're
system.
saying is we need to inject some lobster into it. Lobsters are one of the few species that don't have the issue with telomeres. They grow new telomeres.
Yeah, I mean, like, literally, a lot of species have the genes and stuff, because otherwise, you know, whenever you reproduced, your kids would be younger and younger. Like, you would be a ticking time bomb out of so many generations, and they would never
Well, yeah,
survive.
but it's because reproductive cells aren't
have it active. So every species has it active. Lobsters just have it active in all their cells.
Yeah, they can...
So what you would need to do is just run it through and have it act like a reproductive cell.
Which is what they were going to do with the mammoths, is have it create a stem cell, have that stem cell create a reproductive cell, impregnate a elephant egg.
Yeah. That would be a good way of doing it, because it would essentially get you the correct genetic markers reset, and it would have the best chance of success.
And that's the
anyway.
We're on mammoth fucking now. It's great.
But yeah, we're getting into some deep, like...
No, I like this, because he's wanted to talk about one,
yeah.
breaking trees.
Yeah. I'm starting to put some of the roof in.
Okay.
We're going to need to do some pillars as well, because
yeah.
I forgot the foundation support is a thing.
Yeah.
Actually, it might not.
I think it's just
Pillars
along...
are probably cheaper.
Hey, Abram thinks of it, and Yeet Teeth, thanks for the follow. Yeet
Yeah, thank you, Yeet Teeth, for following as well.
Oh.
I think we just took some foundations and ran them down.
The thing is, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. It should work.
Well, the thing is, ARK has that dumb thing where,
yeah,
not dumb, but convenient thing. As long as there's a foundation somewhere underneath it, it counts as support all the way up rather than being connected.
Yeah, you love how this conversation went from immature sex jokes to a science conversation. It's almost like they're almost indistinguishable.
Oh my god, the number of things scientists, like, name ridiculously or stuff like that for jokes and, you know, it's yeah.
Look, I didn't get a science degree to not make dick jokes. I'm allowed to, well, I'm not currently, I have the degree necessary to investigate crime scenes.
And you know,
there is
detectives,
a possible
dick jokes kind of goes one in one.
Possible timeline in which I will investigate one of your murders.
All right, then. That might be... I don't know if that's a terms of service concern or something, but, like...
It's not this timeline.
You're obviously not the one committing it.
No, I'm gonna find it and bring them to justice. Ghost, this is an interesting discussion. Is there a way to make auto mail real? Like Full Metal Alchemist. Technically, yes, but not with any technology we currently have.
Like, just neuro interface on things? Yeah, they're actually working on quite a bit of it.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, the same degree of control, like, Ed has with his fake metal arm.
I mean, it's all just a matter of being able to parse out the symbols and stuff. It's just like saying that,
you gotta somehow hook it up, yeah, to a...
like, Sword Art Online level, like, transmit images into your brain thing. It could happen. At least it could read it and transmit it to the goggles as a just normal VR experience.
Ghost, I think the Mammoth might be better at getting berries than the Stego.
I think it is because it has a higher weight capacity and everything.
I mean, just from the amount I get per swing, I think it's better. And it's a front swing instead of a side swing.
That's possible.
Makes progress with Esco, but it's not really... Yeah, it's not auto mail. Like, you've got to somehow jack into the neural system. And
I was just insulting this thing.
Really, the brain doesn't like you doing that. The body doesn't like you doing that. It has antibodies for a reason.
I think my foundation cheesing is not appreciated by the game.
Space arcs to preserve human life? When you say preserve, do you mean live humans on a space arc? No, because cryo isn't real yet.
I mean, we got the freezy side down. It's just the thawing side that has.
Oh yeah,
hitches.
we've got the freeze your cells so they don't break or anything down. It's just how do you avert cell death when you unfreeze them? There actually are some answers to that. Like for example, tardigrades have a type of antifreeze in their blood that stops their cells from fully freezing, but they freeze, so that when they unfreeze, the ice crystals don't form and don't rupture the cell walls. So, theoretically, if you could genetically engineer a human and inject the gene for producing antifreeze blood, and it doesn't immediately kill you, yes.
Yeah, that's the downside, is they'd have to live with the antifreeze blood as well, because...
Yeah, because you can't do a short-term gene change. I mean, you might be able to, but not right now. We don't know how to... Because technically, if you change, like, how the RNA expresses itself, you could make a temporary change, couldn't you? Because RNA just interprets information from your genes, and then passes that on to proteins and everything, right?
Right.
So, technically, you could make a temporary command that modifies how your RNA acts and tells it to produce those things. I guess you could just make a change to the DNA then, but how would you... Isn't there something...
You have to have it under tight regulation, but yeah, you could have it so it's turned off most of the time and only active if you inject somebody with some other chemical to signal expression of that gene. That, you know,
yeah, you
that
can have a turned-off gene.
work.
You need more, did you say you needed more ceilings? Or pillars?
Yeah, we definitely need more ceilings.
How many more ceilings? Rough guesstimate. 100. Actually, we're gonna have multiple floors, so 100.
50-ish, at least.
We'll see, Jojo. We'll see. We'll
actually,
see.
yeah, 100's probably closer. Okay, this should be enough foundation support to mimic the presence of real foundations.
Oh, I was just making some pillars.
Oh yeah, I just did the foundations because that way, if they fall through, we don't have to worry about the pillars being stacked up a certain height or anything.
What?
Or like so if the pillars are like pushing through the ceiling, then we have to like walk dinos around them. Whereas if you just put a
you
foundation
don't have them push
down
to the ceiling. You
below
don't push them through the ceiling. You just meet them at the ceiling level. Last bit, by the way, what's team's today's stream goal again? I'm making fuck barn. Barnes and Noble. Ghost.
Yeah, pretty good one.
Welcome to Barnes and Noble.
Or because of the purpose, Barnes ignoble.
Barnes and incest?
Well, ignoble, IG noble. It's a word.
My bump. How'd you?
Yeah, it teleported me back to where you picked me up.
Fucking game. Get back here.
ARK is weird. Putting the ceilings on to see if my plan worked. Or I just wasted all that time. Yeah, I think we might.
It's because they need to. You need to connect them.
These ones work.
It's because they're not connected, Ghost. Let me show you.
Oh, because they're just a standalone foundation. But if I'd connected them all the way to the wall end, it would count it as a support.
Let me show you. Because you sync them up to one side, yeah. Like these are.
Well, I made sure
clipped.
that they had enough
These are
foundational.
What I mean is, like, are these clipped at one end to the wall?
They're not connected to the wall, but if they were, then they probably would work.
You didn't start these from these?
Yeah, I did. I just picked up all the ones in between to have the minimum number of ones sitting down there.
Now try to place the ceiling above me.
I'm out of ceilings at the moment, but...
Really? Alright.
Hold on, let me pull a few of these ceilings off.
I brought some!
Put them... Ah! I don't think that through.
You don't think many things through.
I didn't think I was standing on the one I was picking up, honestly.
Now look.
Okay.
But now it says no ceiling support. So I think it actually does need to come up. With a pillar.
It's just because this one is connected, but then you didn't connect the
Oh,
rest
you
of them.
didn't
So
reconnect these.
we need to stripe the whole thing with 2 stripes of foundations, and it's fine. Okay, I was trying to go for the super minimalist approach, and it needed at least semi...
Because you need to connect, or it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Hey, Light, thanks for the bits. Barnes and Bonable!
That's pretty good, that's pretty good.
Barnes and Bonable. Alright, I need 2 more foundations. Left them at home.
2 foundations.
I left them at home.
And ceilings.
So you want to be kidnapped? Wait. You want to be kidnapped and replaced with a clone of yourself that will die of natural causes while you're off somewhere getting trained to the brink of torture, being injected with highly dangerous and fatal chemicals. Oh, someone wants to be a Spartan. I was so confused.
Oh, I thought it was a movie plot, so I was like... You change the settings for S+ for floating ceilings? Yeah, but I mean, we're trying to work under, like, normal... Like, the only reason we have S+ is because you can pick it back up.
Yeah, which even they added that into ARK, like, base, but there's a time limit on it, and I hate that.
Yeah. Also, the transfer guns and transfer mode are godly time savers. But we don't want to just have floating ceilings. We want to have to deal with ARK's dumb systems, so...
So what are you doing down here?
What were the last 2 you needed?
Right here.
Right here?
I went home and got them.
Alright, then. There.
Yeah, we gotta fill this up.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get the floor in so we can kind of get an idea of scale.
Do you think ARK is possible? Like, what do you mean by ARK? Like, what part? The Dino DNA? Hell no. There's literally nothing you can do unless you get a time machine. Or you somehow figure out reversing genes, which isn't possible. There's just pieces missing. Like, bits of... Like, you could technically make something out of a bird that looks like a dinosaur, but it'll cut off at a certain point.
It wouldn't be a dino's DNA. Yeah.
No, it is
You'd
a
be able to
modified
make
chicken.
a dinosaur from scratch, knowing, you know, roughly what.
Yeah, what you're
know
aiming
about them.
for, but it would never be a dinosaur. It would be something
Synthetic
new.
dinosaur.
Yeah. If you got like a say a time machine, got yourself some dino DNA, hell yeah.
Yeah, then it becomes nearly trivial, other than the fact that you need the host again to get the first baby.
Who cares what the host? Just kidnap some dinosaurs.
Pick up a couple eggs, yeah.
Well, I guess you wouldn't do that because it could butterfly effect and change literally everything.
No, not really, though.
I mean, no, you need to... Well, here's the thing, Ghost. Let's say we live in a
All right,
cause and
go
effect
right
time.
before the meteor hits and grab an egg, because it ain't going to do anything.
Listen. Cause and effect universe. Anything you change in the past will affect the future. It doesn't cause a Trunks timeline. But let's say that you going back in time doesn't immediately just reverse because now it exists, and why would you need to go back in time, you know? So let's say you go back and you go right to the moment of extinction and you steal an egg. Ghost, you go back to the moment of extinction and you steal that egg. Who's to say that egg didn't then get eaten by a scavenger who then led to the human race's creation through evolution? Like, it was a necessary creature for humans to become a thing. And now humans don't exist, so you don't exist.
Yeah. Although
like
one of the current theories on time travel and stuff is every time
Theory.
if you were to do something, you'd be splitting off an alternate reality, so you can't, in fact, impact your own timeline.
It's not even a theory, though. It's just people going, well, this is how it would work if it could work. You can't theorize about time travel until you do it, because under our laws of physics, it's not even possible. Actually, I reverse that. It is actually possible. Did you know time travel is possible? It just takes more energy than is currently present in the universe.
Ah.
There's nothing in physics that say time has to go one way or the other. You could theoretically...
It's just you have to overcome the inertia of time.
No, it's entirely our universe goes forward. There's a really cool thing of why there are a couple reasons why time moves forward in our universe. For example, I think it's the weak force is one of, like... It was a really big mystery about it, and it turns out that the weak force prefers a universe in which positive particles flow clockwise and normal things flow clockwise, anti-stuff moves counterclockwise.
Wild.
And so
I'm not keeping up on recent physics stuff.
That's actually one of the theories of why we have a universe made of primarily normal matter instead of antimatter, because if you, as the Big Bang would suggest, there should have been an equal amount of antimatter and matter at the Big Bang, and that would have meant everything annihilate each other. And we've done the math. You only need, for I think it's like every million particles, for there to be one more normal matter versus antimatter. There only had to be for every million, one additional matter particle. That's it. All the stuff in the universe, there just had to be 1 in a million more matter.
Yeah, makes sense. Light balance difference.
And so the theory is that the universe prefers antimatter spinning clockwise. But what if there was slightly less clockwise spinning or anti-clockwise spinning antimatter at the Big Bang? What if a little bit of it spun clockwise and thus annihilated itself, so it wasn't there to annihilate the standard matter? That's a big fear right now of why we actually have a universe.
Wild.
If you want to know space problems like the Island Scorcher, that'd be possible. Why am I recapping the plot of Girl? What? What?
Whoa. When did I ever say I was certified to be a nuclear engineer?
What?
I work on nucleuses, not atomic nuclei. Genetic engineer.
But making a space habitat would entirely be possible. You just have to get something spinning. If you can make a magnetic system that spins at a high enough speed, you generate your own magnetic field. You start beating off solar rays and cosmic rays and everything. And then it's just as simple as getting the material to build it, which you could theoretically just mine asteroids for it. And then it's just as simple as putting down, once you have the habitat, seeding it with life. But also, a thing about that is, it is a theory that because the weak force prefers those particles spinning in those directions, that's what gives time its direction. So if you had an alternate universe where the weak force preferred matter spinning counterclockwise and antimatter spinning clockwise, you, one, might have an antimatter universe in which time moves backwards. Which would be interesting from the
You don't want to go into that because you'd explode immediately.
Well, no, you wouldn't be able to because your particles would explode. Because they are wrong. I forgot what I'm doing. I'm just kind of standing in the house.
Rest of the foundations.
Right. I was making those.
I'm grabbing walls. Grabbed a few too many.
Brain hurt! So what is the material scientific advancement required for space elevator to which we need to know? Okay, so the issue with space elevators is we currently do not have a material that is durable enough to withstand the force of gravity. Because if you have something that it goes up into the space at a fixed point that is then tethered to something like in space that moves, you have the entire force of Earth's gravitational spin tearing at that tower.
Yeah, it's not just gravity; it's all the rotational shear too. Yeah.
Like, and
it has to push through all the atmosphere.
Yeah, you need a material that is ridiculously strong. And currently, nothing we know comes anywhere close. Also, you could never really have a personnel variant. Like, you couldn't have one that's 4 people going up, because the amount of G's you'd experience going up, you would turn into a pancake.
I mean, would it have to be G4? Like,
you don't have a headache, you don't understand time travel. Yeah, right. Well, the issue is, Ghost, if you want to go up, you start fighting the G's. Like, you start fighting Earth's gravitational pull, and if you want to get up, you have to be going at a certain speed, or you'll start falling.
Well, I mean, not if it's a, like, gear and crank kind of a system where you're just winching yourself upward.
The amount of force becomes so much that you can't just hold it up.
But wouldn't it become, wouldn't an elevator going from floor 1 to floor 2 on Earth actually require more energy? Because you are closer and gravity is thus stronger than if you were farther away from the Earth.
I could be misremembering the argument, but there's an issue of you have to be going at a certain speed, and I probably am misquoting why.
Like, because normally with rockets you have to have an escape velocity, because otherwise the gravity will pull you back down because you're not pushing hard enough against it. But if you had something to anchor yourself to, the rope in the space elevator, like, I mean, I'm not an engineer for mechanical stuff, so I might be wrong.
Please name this episode please name the episode this crit. My brain needs to know if my... what? Oh, name this episode Millennium IQ. Yeah, like, the closest thing we have right now that we think could handle the stress is carbon fiber. But even then, it's like, we don't know the limits of carbon fiber, actually. It is theoretical that it could be strong enough. We just haven't made a carbon fiber arrangement that is strong enough yet.
Yeah, considering, what is it, 35 miles or something? So, even if you made a thin, less like a normal, string, like a balloon string thickness, 35 miles long is going to weigh a ton.
Yeah, and just... oh, okay, I'm just gonna ban someone in my chat. Oh, I love having to do this. Someone just came in and advertised their server in my chat. What the hell?
Wild.
Who advertises servers?
So yeah, space elevator, the reason the space elevator is something desired is it would allow you to get
It'd be essentially free space travel
without the use of rockets.
Yeah, it's essentially free. You collect solar energy and shoot it up. You could store energy. You
could use wind or solar or something rather than giant chemical tanks of, explosive fuel.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big turning point in a civilization when you no longer have to explode yourself into space.
Right. Also, before anyone asks, space guns don't work. We looked into it.
Wait, what's space gun?
One of the back when space was like becoming a thing people considered, one of the first ways people thought to get there was to make a giant gun that fires a projectile carrying someone into space instead of having the like a rocket system. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
There's too many miles of friction to slow that down with a single force. That's why the rockets are multi-stage, is because at each stage they shed more and more of the rocket and then thrust with more and more thrust on a lower ball or a lower mass. So what
about Space Force? It should not be a thing we need. There is a treaty that I think every major country has signed that says you are not allowed to weaponize space.
Yeah, it's
a Space Force should not be needed.
It's a really dumb thing too, because if space does become militarized,
the world is fucked. The world is fucked.
You run the risk of, they call it the what was it called? It's like a metallic shield or something. It's like basically space debris. Basically, space debris would become, if you started blowing up satellites, because you're like, oh, that's a country I'm at war with. I'm going to blow up all their satellites.
There'd be so much more space debris, yeah.
Well, what they would do is the little shards would hit other satellites that you didn't intend them to hit, because you can't control the projectile path of every shard of something you blow up in space. And so what would happen is there'd be such a dense shrapnel field covering the entire globe that you would no longer be able to travel into space, because anything would be torn to shreds passing through it.
Yeah,
it's so many high velocity metal particles.
You
come with the last few?
I'm coming. I had to make some thatch.
Okay.
If
and so
a country puts a weapon in
space,
it ruins space.
Yeah.
Because once there's one weapon up there, everyone has a weapon up there, and then no one can get off the planet. A thing like a Space Force, much later in human development, would not be a terrible idea once we have, if we colonize a second planet. Because it's, how else would you regulate another planet? You need some kind of governation body.
Yeah. Sadly, what is being proposed currently is definitely not Starfleet.
It's just put guns in space.
Oh, god damn it. I see the person you had to ban.
They came to your chat, too? That's wild. Alright, bring in the last foundations.
I had actually looked at that, and I, like, my mind, like, glanced off of it because we were talking about so much stuff.
What about outer planet life? Nothing will ever come to invade us. Unless this species has figured out faster-than-light travel, nothing will ever come invade Earth. It's not feasible. The closest, thought of a habitable world is how many light years away? They think there might be they think there might be habitable planets along the closest star, which is what, Epsilon. What is it? Epsilon.
Alpha Centauri.
Alpha Centauri. That's what I was thinking. But Brain's like Epsilon Sigma, but no, that's Halo. The Alpha Centauri. They think that is the closest. It has planets in the. Am I Gamma? I sure am. That's why everything's so bright. I literally didn't notice. They think there might be planets, tidally locked planets in the habitable zone around Alpha Centauri. That's still 3 light years away. As in, if they could get to the speed of light, it still takes 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, unless a species has figured out faster than light speed, who the fuck wants to invade someone? Like, it's just not feasible.
Then there's the other system of who's around currently, because there's, like, what is it, 16.5 billion years of universe existence? I don't remember the exact number. I used to know it. 12.3?
It's a number.
Yeah. But anyway, like, it's one of the things part of the, is it the Planck's constant equation? For the chance of probability of alien life? Because they have to have their civilization last.
Planck's like a mathematical constant.
Right, no, what is it? It's,
I know what you're referring to. It's like,
it's like the equation that you multiply the chance on a planet of having life, but one of the factors is how long a civilization can be at and stay at a technological level that it is detectable by other species. And so is there another species out there in the universe at this moment that has not collapsed upon itself or is still in its stone age that can, you know, communicate with us or,
like,
you know,
life
actually
in this universe, there is extraterrestrial life. That is not a Fermi's equation. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's the one.
There is no doubt there is life in this universe that is not on Earth. 1,000,000%. We are not alone in this universe, this galaxy even. It's just there are issues with the laws of physics that stop you from, you know, traveling to a different planet. And also, who's to say we're not an early species? Who's to say evolution started as soon on other planets as it did on Earth? Like,
or that we're even looking for the right type of life.
Like, what if they're silicon-based? What if they don't communicate with electricity? What if, you know, any list of things that could stop it from being... What if they don't have physical bodies?
Just get them around that faster than light travel thing is if you...
But then if they don't have physical bodies, how they...
It puts them at light speed if they're basically a wave body.
Yeah, but then how would, like... How do we know electricity isn't an alien?
Also, thank you to Cool Reaper and Braden for following.
Like, imagine that.
And Deadmind, welcome to the deep science
conversation. Yeah, we're just ranting on science for the rest of the stream. I'm sorry, guys. Imagine if just, like, electricity is a life form. What if electricity... Like, that is a valid concern. What if electricity is a life form that we are harvesting? We have no way of knowing.
It's unlikely.
We only know how life evolved on
moving,
Earth.
But yeah.
We have no clue how life would evolve on a different planet. What if ocean planets are the most common point of life, and we're weird for being terrestrial?
The wild thing is they're actually, because of, you know, molecules and stuff, there's a decent chance that if we run across other carbon-based life forms, they might actually run on the same kind of DNA system.
That's a system.
Completely incompatible systems. Like, their code would be different than our code.
Yeah, they might not code with ATCG, but they might code with QWSK.
Yeah, or, you know, their, like, what stands for, you know, tryptophan would be a different base code, so they would be completely incompatible. Like, our DNA would not translate to proteins under their reading system. Like
I just left school, man. I'm sorry, guys.
This is the fun science. There's no tests. There's no quizzes.
Yeah, we're just talking.
You don't have to memorize it.
Yeah, you just listen to us.
You get to just enjoy the wonder.
But, like, there is a couple things. Like, yeah, as Ghost was saying, evolution's not... It should not be a Earth-based thing. Evolution is just something that cells do. They are constantly trying to one-up each other, and so random mutations that are beneficial get propagated over multiple generations. If that is true, and things do tend to build around the same lines, as long as they're carbon life forms, we should be expecting crabs. We should expect there to be alien crabs. Nothing else.
Well, that's just because crabs have
should be
evolved
the
multiple times independently on Earth. We have had, like, 3 or something convergences to crab from different
And to be fair, that could just be because Earth is very crabby.
Well, no, it's just that the environment that those 3 species were in was a crab-needing.
Yes,
like,
it needed crabs, and that's the thing, like, it could be that is also... What if that's the most uncommon zone in space?
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, if it's a carbon-based life system, it's going to have probably similar but not exact chemistry to ours.
Hey, cool. Reaper,
just because our chemistry is a fairly stable one, you know, once it gets established.
We don't really undergo a lot of weird... Like, we're not we don't give off radiation. I can bring up maybe the wall in Fermi's equation is a long enough term. Like, we don't know if humans will make it past the century. We're a species that has always been at war with something. There's been, I think,
usually ourselves.
Yeah, usually ourselves. Sometimes emus, though. I think it's a strong statistic about World Peace Day. There has been, I think, less than a year where nobody on the planet was at war with someone. Like, where all major nations were not at war.
Yeah.
In the 2,000 years modern civilization has kind of existed.
And we have cleared this forest.
It keeps growing back. It keeps growing back. Like,
I'm surprised it goes back tree by tree. I thought ARK just, like, replenished entire chunks at a
it does,
time.
it does. I've been... Like, it's apes make war. Like, it is animals feeling, you know, it's the whole, this person is not my family, I need to support my family. If that means killing this person who isn't my family, so be it. That little primal tribal instinct.
Yeah.
It might turn out that
it survived us through several
it
thousand
caught us to
years
this
of
point.
early development, yeah.
Like, recognizing that we have a innately tribal mind is not wrong because it got us to this point. If we get beyond that, that's probably what the big issue is with a species getting to, like, actual spacefaring, is getting past the point of tribalism. Because until and especially if, think about this, what if a planet develops 2 dominant species? What if humans weren't the only intelligent species? Which we weren't.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Like, Neanderthals were a thing, and then we fucked them. Figuratively and literally. We literally interbred with them, and then integrated their DNA into ours. That's why everyone has a little bit of Neanderthal in them. And it's... But what if 2 species on an alien planet develop into sentient things, but they're not genetically compatible? Like, you have a lizard species and a mammal species. That planet's not getting to space, like, in a meaningful way. They will discover fission, and they will nuke each other into the ground.
Well, you're assuming it's a, like, antagonistic relationship. It could be
that they're beneficial.
Intelligent and
they co-evolve. Yeah, that is a possibility. But if, from what I wasn't that, did we get the red hair gene from Neanderthals? Good point. Until humanity reaches true peace, all the stars are lost to us. We can barely keep the planet running, let alone get a unified colony on a different planet. And that's probably a big hump for a lot of species, because we're not terrible at it. I mean, we're terrible at it, but we haven't nuked ourselves yet. We didn't discover nukes and then immediately nuke everyone into the ground. What, 2 nukes have ever been detonated, or 3 nukes have ever been detonated on a population? Which, that's terrible.
When was the 3rd one?
It was 3 in Japan, wasn't it?
No, 2.
2 in Japan?
Fat Boy and Little Man were the 2 names.
Oh, I thought there was 3. It's terrible, but, like,
the fact that we managed to do 2 and then stop.
Yeah, stop. No, when Russia...
It's like fucking eating Oreos. Like, you can't just eat 2 and then
Russia
stop.
discovered how to make a nuke, and they didn't immediately nuke the shit out of America. We very quickly realized mutually assured destruction.
Only winning move is not to play.
Exactly. But what if another species doesn't discover that in time? What if another species doesn't worry about mutually assured destruction? What if they're so tribalistic that they just say, scorched earth policy, see ya, nerds?
Mm-hmm.
And what if that's the major limiter?
Is also human, because we could still think that.
Yeah. It's like, it could be a little weird. Like, you know, maybe in 1,000 years, some explorer's gonna find us and go, man, he called it, because the world has been bombed. I'm stuck. Can you move? Can you move Stegosaurus?
Yeah.
No, the Stego. No. It needs to just move. Because Gandhi ain't here. Everyone knows, if Gandhi was alive, the world would be destroyed. As predicted in Civ 6. Civ 5.
That's still the most wild bug ever.
Yeah, so... Oh, that's the wrong gun.
To bring it to a topic that's a little bit easier to grasp for everybody. Not that everyone in the audience can probably grasp everything we've been talking about.
Yeah, I don't think a
lot of people are a little tired of the science talk. Let's talk about civilization.
So, in Civ 1... what did you just do? Did you already transfer?
Oh, no.
I just did the transfer. I was dicking around with a gun because it was clicking the wrong thing. So yeah, Civ 1. Gandhi had a willingness to use nukes set to 0. However, because it was a DOS program, when he took the, I think it was what, democracy trait?
Yeah.
It would give you like a minus something.
I think it was a -3 to your willingness to use nukes modifier. So
but because it was a DOS system, it would roll back and overlap to 255.
Yeah, so rather than using negative numbers, it was stored in an 8-bit integer So it went from, so it's 0 to 256. So if you subtract 3, it rolls around, goes 256, 255, 254. And so he then had a 254
As
rating
in,
for
he
willingness to use nukes.
only nuked. His one
No.
goal in life, once taking democracy, was just to pump out the nukes and cleanse the world. And
everyone
they
thought
just
it
kind
was
of
so
kept that.
hilarious that they
just
kept
kept
it
it.
in as a meme. Yeah.
He's a nuke lover. And I mean, it's not... Here's the thing. There is an argument to go, that is actually what Gandhi would do if he was forced to go to war, because it does annihilate life instantly. There's no suffering. You nuke someone, they're dead. The people around them suffer from the radiation, but that's solved with a second nuke, my dude.
Or enough to, like, completely blanket, yeah.
Like,
I ran up here without any walls.
You get shot, you're suffering. You get nuked, you're ash. And so they just kind of kept it. Oh, interesting topic, Ghost. It's more quirk stuff. Interesting topic. The world has 5% quirks starting next year, so 5% of babies next year will have a quirk. How will society and civilization react?
5% is a significant number, so it might be accepting. Basically, and I don't remember who saw this quote, but it's like, diversity will be punished unless it's exploitable.
Yes, it's Rudolph the reindeer.
Oh my god, was it?
No,
no.
It was someone,
It was someone analyzing it.
Yeah, they put the picture over Rudolph because it really is like they bullied his weirdness until.
I was like, I remember seeing the last month or two. So yeah, being a Christmas season, yeah. But like, if they were, like, if everyone's quirk was they're just a walking nuclear bomb, not accepted. But if it was like,
don't go any more higher.
Healing.
The current level you're on.
Okay.
Like that.
But if it was like a healing quirk, or they can produce infinite free energy, or they produce oil out of their tears, or some random shit, like, then they'd be welcomed. Exploited, but welcomed.
Yeah. Until, by nature of breeding, everyone would have a quirk.
Like, I can't say really too much more on, like, quirks and, like, society and stuff, because I've read so far ahead in the My Hero Academia manga. Like, they actually are addressing a lot of societal stuff coming up in like, the next 6
I don't know if
arcs.
it spoils this, but like, people with quirk technically are repressed, even though they are the majority. Because people are still clinging to the ideas of not using your quirk because it would make things unfair to use this thing that you are good at. And it's that moral, ethical discussion of, if I have this thing that gives me an edge, shouldn't I use it, or should I not use it unless regulated?
Yeah.
I am one of those people who says if you got it, you should use it. But like it is a moral like conversation. I enjoy you guys.
The show's gonna get wild in a few seasons.
I could have intelligent conversation with school being all called, even though I'm glad you like the content. Crit's villain confirmed. Crit is someone who wants to see people be able to become their best version of themselves. Like, what if someone has a quirk that cures cancer, but because of the way the medical system works, they can only use it if an insurance bigwig tells them, yes, you can use this. Like, what then?
So here's a thought.
Yeah.
Doors. Are we doing ceiling hatches, or are we going to have a...
So we're going to have a big
somewhere?
opening here.
That opens off onto the cliff side.
Big ol' ramp up.
I started...
Find the middle. We need to find the middle, because this is no longer the middle.
Right, you figure that out. Do we want to use just normal Dino Gateway, or do we want the big Dino Gateway behemoth?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Dino Gateway. Half of 17 would be... 16 would be 8, so the 9th piece? Or 8 in each direction? And then whatever bit in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
The 9th
6,
one would be the center
7,
out of 17.
8, 9. This one's center? Right? 9 is the
Yeah.
center. That look right? You're not here. Jesus, that's going to be a walk-up. He becomes a saint that dedicates his whole life to curing people or lives as a pariah hidden somewhere because people know he can do it, but yeah. Like, that's the issue of... Either that guy becomes the greatest human being who's ever lived, or society stops him from doing it. Because that would be unfair to the... Like, that's actually a conversation about corporations wanting to maintain the things they have, but... Same general idea.
You're right, Hayers. You're right.
I haven't caught up in a
I
while.
didn't even think of that.
What? What's up?
There's apparently, and I might not have learned the engram, a dynamic gate.
Oh?
S+ dynamic gateway.
Dang. Alright, Shin, you have a nap. Enjoy nap.
Really?
Eventually they'll change our ways, showing us like 100 years ago things... Yeah, that's the thing, like, eventually they will. But what's to say a major development during that transitional period doesn't stunt everything?
Okay, so Crit, you gotta see the requirements for the S+ dynamic gateway and gate.
Is it element?
1 citronal, 1 longgrass, 1 rock carrot, 1
What?
sava root, and
What?
1 silica pearl.
What? Okay, then. Is it because you
I think
can
it
grow
drops a blueprint, and then you have to use the material to make it.
Okay, that's whack. Oop.
Alright, well, we'll see which one ends up working out better. If the base one works, we'll just use the base one, because we want to keep it kind of vanilla, but if the dynamic gateway is available, we'll use the dynamic one, if we need it.
Well, just because, here's the thing, goes. This is a 3-wide entryway. I think that's the Dino Gate's size is 3, isn't it?
I've got one in my hand.
You want to come up and place it?
I also have a bunch of ramps, so...
Nice. I have to itch.
We're gonna need some foundational support,
Itchy! Though. We need the pillars.
Yeah, I didn't...
Or no, foundations. Duh.
Yeah. We just do more foundations.
Yeah, just out, and then we covered up with the ramps anyways.
Alright, if you want to do the foundations, I'll work on...
Place the gate. I want to see if it's the right size. It should snap.
Yeah, it snaps alright.
Please place it. I want to see how stupid this looks.
That's how it snaps.
Alright, so we do need the massive Dino Gate thing, because that's not 3, that's 2. Or wait, let me place it. Let me try. Oh.
Oh, here you go. You work with these. I will try with the snappy ones. Unless it does not actually let me... Ooh.
What the... No, place it down. Place it in the middle. Place that in the middle. That's the side. Place it this one.
Oh, okay. It's...
Like this one.
Shift-G. G. Okay, so G and Shift-G will increase and decrease its width. So, there we go. And then its height is dictated by F.
We won't evolve until we stop terraforming the Earth to fit us instead of the other way. Yeah, that's valid.
Is that the right height? Looks like.
Yo!
Alright, so then we have 5 minutes in order to get 250 wood, 60 stone. If you want to go run and grab the materials, yeah. I'll read them off.
Oh, that Diplo's upset now. Ghost. Diplo, go get the materials!
250 wood, everything else is about 100.
Ghost, hold up. New discussion. What quirk would you want for the for me, and what quirk would I want for you? We cannot pick our own quirks. Like, what quirk would you want me to have?
I don't even know. This goes back in the territory of things I'm bad at.
Hey, Ghost, Alpha Carno next to base. Down by the swamp cliff.
Nice. Oh no.
What's up, Ghost?
We don't have the wood for this.
How much do you need?
250, I've got 40.
Okay.
I think we can deposit incrementally, so...
I mean...
I think I've got the rest of the stuff we need.
Wood acquired, my dude. Run up to a tree and fucking harvest it. Ghost, what? All right, so what quirk I want for you? I want you to have the quirk where... I want you to have the quirk... Okay, I want you... This is a really cool power, Ghost, and I think you'll like it. Jack of all trades. You are instantly okay at everything you do. You can never become the ultimate master of it. Alright, we're at 225 wood. It's a little bit more. You can never become the person who is the best at. You were always average at a skill. But you were average at every skill. That's your quirk.
Yeah. That's really, really good.
What's mine?
I don't even know.
What's my quirk?
Oh, I finished it.
Nice. Does the blue bulb go away?
Yeah, disable snap assist.
Alright, place the door.
Oh, right, the door's gonna have the same situation.
Yep.
Keep saying no snap point.
Is it a dynamic door?
They make the wrong one.
Is it
dynamic gate? For use in S+ dynamic gateways. You think it would just auto snap to the right size, but it doesn't.
So you have to increase its size?
Oh god, I need the snap assist back.
Oh, that would turn on. Have you read the Vigilante side? I have not, but I've read the synopsis. Alright, is it the right size?
Hold on, let me turn the pillars back to normal.
Pillar thickness.
That's not affecting it. Here, see if you can figure out anything with that. I am slowly dying of hunger this time.
Can't place... Oh, I can't... I don't have the engram.
It does...
No snap point. Interesting.
You know how far this is going to have to be so it flattens out? Like, it's going to hit the rocks.
Yes.
If we're lucky. Or we could just wrap the ramp around down the side of the building. Just do a corner.
Oh, I can change the material!
But it'll change the requirements to... Yeah, I'm not able to figure that one out.
I mean, we could just have an open... No, I don't want an open door. Alright, new plan. Just give me a behemoth gate.
Well, I mean, we could just do the other thing.
But it's not the right size.
I mean, it'd be easier to add one to a length of this building.
Alright. Fun fact, you can't demo gun this.
No.
It only has a demolish button.
Probably because it can't figure out how much or what it is as a structure, because it's made of 2 steps.
Yeah, just
don't.
Oh.
Oh, you got all the material back. Nice.
Yeah. No, you get the same proportions.
Yeah.
Why'd you give me these?
Because I'm going to go get the foundation.
Apparently it glitched because you disabled snap.
Possibly.
Where's the other gate?
Do I agree with the hero killer stain?
Hey, Ghost, do you?
I would probably no, but...
Ghost, which way do we bias the door? Do we bias it to the left or the right?
I mean, it's exactly 2, right?
Yeah, but unless you're gonna, are you saying we add another?
We just add one foundation to the side to center it. So
Oh,
it
that's
doesn't
so
get
annoying though.
But it's less annoying than dealing with the gate. And if we had to do a behemoth one, we'd have to add another, like, 6 floors of wall.
Okay, so if we add that on the right, does that mean we have it justified to the, or biased to the right? Yeah?
Whatever way you slide it,
We need another one that direction?
to add one more that direction.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm encumbered, because I have all the wood. The gate is fine. I mean, asymmetrical is fine. We can't just deal with it being asymmetrical, because, I mean, the tower's already asymmetrical.
Wait, is the tower asymmetrical?
Yeah, it doesn't sync up with where the middle is anymore, because there's the issue of the cliff.
Yeah, I mean, let's just get it functional.
Yeah, it's functional now.
Deal.
The OCD people complain? I mean, sucks to be them.
Yeah, it's almost like when we were building things in Minecraft and stuff, we would intentionally make things slightly off-center to annoy people.
We didn't do that. What the fuck are you talking about? Hello?
Because I know it would always annoy me when I was building a house and stuff, and so I'd always leave certain little things to annoy myself and everyone.
So Ghost is just an asshole.
Little bit. Oh my god. Alright. No, you people...
You people?
Come on, you stupid... Follow. It's a Dilo and a Phiomia sitting right by the gate, and they have no business standing right by the gate blocking every bit of traffic coming in and out of this gate.
Yeah. So someone asked me, but I do not, personally do not agree with Stain's ideology in the My Heroes. Just because it's just a reason to justify murder.
Yeah.
He is a societally repressed individual who was just looking for a reason to kill people.
Yeah, because using the same motivation, but not using the, killing side of things.
You could advocate
establishing a foundation to better train the ones that are doing poorly.
Yeah, you don't have to murder people for that. It's like if the current situation with policing in the United States, they go, okay, what if we just kill all the cops? What if we just hunt the cops down and murder them? That's not how you do that.
No, you get better training.
Yeah, it's why I don't currently work at a police station, because they increased the training requirement on me, and I've got the money. Fuck them. So, yeah, unrelated. Ghost is apparently masochist? Yeah, he is.
So I just rode the mammoth all the way up to where the ramp would be, and was just looking up at the ramp being like...
that!
Yeah, I know, I'm grabbing wood, and that was the whole point I took the mammoth out for, but for some reason my brain was like, take mammoth to ramp. That's where mammoth is needed.
Ramp tasty, yes.
Ugh.
Man, this stream is something. This stream is something.
And that was only like an hour worth of building.
Yeah. I'm at the ranting and the discussions.
I am excited for ARK Genesis, though.
It'd be great if it ever comes out.
No idea what it's going to be like.
If it ever comes
yeah,
out, that'd be wild.
Fun. Oh, gotta go get the Rex.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, Deku is, he doesn't have a superpower that makes him smart. That's just his normal human quirkless brain. So it's not like Deku is a argument, like, before he gets his quirk for needing underground heroes.
Alright, Mammoth's here if you need the wood. I need to go kill a Alpha Carno.
Yeah, go murder.
Problem. Come on, Jack.
Go commit good murder. The tasty kind.
Damn it.
We're almost to the ground. I don't even take fall damage.
So, okay, I was thinking of just, like, you go 3 down, flatten it off, and then turn the
No.
ramp.
No. Remember when I did that on Ragnarok and you guys complained?
Did I complain?
Yeah. When I lived on the cliff wall by the castle. I did a to condense space. I did a turning ramp up, and you guys hated it. Like, you actually hated it.
Let's just double check this thing's level. Alright, so level 20 Alpha Carno.
Do you want assistance? You should be able to take that.
Yeah.
Dijon took it. Never leave a crit stream and you still get concerned, and you're like, yeah, it's great. I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, they reveal their powers, but they don't necessarily reveal their weaknesses.
Alright, then it's like, I'm just not gonna
eating
do
another
this shit.
Carno! Oh, that's an Iguanodon. Eat it, Ghost. Follow it in.
No, it's trying its ultimate ploy to get me to take fall damage, so I don't have as much HP.
Oh, you've done the cardinal sin of letting it get behind you.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to correct that, but there's a lot of trees in the way.
Look at me. Look at me. You need to stop biting and sprint, Ghost.
The thing is, I'm stuck on it.
Stop trying to bite and start sprinting. There. It's stuck. Come back at it at a front angle. There you go.
And now the trike's pissed at me.
Oh, what about the trike? Oh, I have a leech on me! That's disgusting. There's a leech on Zeus. Gross. Wait, last message? Wait, what? What I miss? I saw the up comment on Dawn. The seat-stealing cat unplugged your TV! Rest in peace, TV. Another scientific question. Which habitat is most habitable for humans beside the island? Extinction. It's the well... Probably center. Just because it is...
Center's pretty nice.
It has a lot of biome diversity. That or Ragnarok, because it does... Ragnarok has plains.
Oh, good, I had Terrence on. I always keep checking afterwards. That was worth almost 1,500 XP.
Nice.
So my Terrence is up to 5,250.
Humans do really good on, like, a plainsy area. Like, plainsy with a bit of forest. It's why the island actually isn't the best for humans, just because it has a lot more forest.
Yeah, we're gonna try for the full 3 hours stream time-wise.
Oh, of course. I mean, we have to go, like, 20 minutes after normal end time, because the universe screwed us. So I played Bloodborne recently. I was playing with a friend who never played with some of it and said, I can't wait until we fight the Juicy Moon Spider. That is an accurate description for Rom.
Wait, what?
The Juicy Moon Spider in Bloodborne.
Oh.
Rom the Vacuous.
Hmm.
They're a moon spider.
I was like, did I miss something about the Overseer fight or something? Like, I thought we were talking ARK, and I'm like, brain not work right.
Those two don't mix. What?
Oof, does not get weight. Alright, no more weight. I was going to round him off to a nice 900,000 weight, but...
900,000?!
900 to 1,000. That way I don't get overburdened by meat and stuff. Oh, speaking of which, I have over 4,000 meat in here for the base.
What's up, Ghost? Ghost?
Diplo egg.
Nice! It's useless.
Oh, it doesn't turn into
Aberration is better of terms of shelter and water. I cannot harder disagree. Humans don't do well in caves, and Aberration has some bright spots, but it's majority caves.
And then a brief 10-minute run onto the surface to which you never return for the entire
Yeah, because the
rest of your
shielding's busted.
playtime.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Look here. There we go. Ghost, come look.
1 second.
Yeah, Aberration, time to make a shelter. Basilisk. Base of Fantasy Worlds, what race in their technology is most dominant? What the? Fantasy is very, very broad. Wait. Oh, for fuck's sakes, don't tell me.
What happened?
Oh, come up to the ramp and see if you can notice.
Alright, let's see what we have.
I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I just, homing trolls won't last long term as dominant species. I mean, here's the I guess, yeah, if you're looking in the terms of fantasy, orcs just kind of win. They can just, they're just shock troopers. They will kill. So Ghost, notice right about here what changes.
That's the end of the foundation support.
One of them is snapped to a...
Oh.
The left side is snapped to the little hover point, and the this side snapped to the actual foundation.
At least you noticed it before you placed the whole thing.
There we go.
Ah, snake.
Oh, snake! Got it? Cool.
Yep.
Now we just gotta... Now we have the issue of last time where walls suck. Remember that? We're gonna have to cover these up with walls and then use the little triangle walls to cap it off, and it just sucks.
I mean... Yeah...
It has occurred to me I've returned to my my sanity sucking origins. Remember the streams I used to do for ARK Ghosts? Where I'd just be building or gathering resources, and then I'd scream?
Mm-hmm. No, guess what?
What's up?
We need 4 more walls for the back wall.
Yeah. We also need more wood in general.
Yep. I didn't stay out on the mammoth. There's some on the mammoth, but I didn't stay
There's
out
16
too long
on them
on
now.
them.
I've been taking it out.
Okay, because I saw the Alpha Carno, and I'm like, better kill that before it threatens a base.
Yeah, the walls in every... Yeah, those walls. Don't you love those walls? Why is the campfire on? Ah, you're cooking prime meat. That's a good thing to cook. Oh, the fun thing, Ghost, is we are not... Well, we do actually need to place all those foundations, or we can't put the walls to their side, so it'll be exposed. Literally, what was I stuck on?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, hey, everyone was saying they'd like a build stream every so often.
Yeah?
It's what this entire stream has been.
Do we need the foundations? Did you just walk out with the mammoth for more wood?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a whopping 5 foundations on me. There's no wooden base. It would be at the point where we need to start airlifting me to Redwood, because there's just not a lot of trees left. Also, just not getting a lot per tree now, it seems. Other times become a dominant species if Crit and Ghost tame one of yours. They didn't become the dominant species. They're tests made by the ancient humans. They're the final stone to test to see if humans are ready to re-inherit the Earth.
Which ones?
The Titans from Extinction.
You're not setting the bar, you know, crazy high or anything when you have to tame something literally more powerful than anything mankind has ever known.
What?
Like, most people, just to get an inheritance, just have to stay in a creepy mansion overnight.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing, though. They realized that they messed up the Earth. The corruption is man-made. It's what happens when you let creatures get too close to element or something. It has something to do with element.
Yeah. I'm not fully up on it, but I don't feel like the ARK writers were aware of this point when they started making it. I think they were just like,
no, they made a survival game. They made a survival game, and then they revealed aliens. But then they revealed the aliens are human. That's fine.
Plot twist.
That's fine. The game just stands alone without its plot. It doesn't need the plot.
Yes, we did tame the baryonyx. It's somewhere over in base. Over here.
I feel bad dropping so many narco berries.
Where'd that baryonyx go?
It's just chilling around.
Oh, there it is. I read underneath me. 167. So
Element is a foreign space parasite that came from the meteors. Is that the actual lore? I feel like that's not right. I feel like Element's just programmable matter.
Like, we found the matter and we're like, oh shit, look, we can program this stuff. It's so awesome. And then realized, oh, it's a sentient life form out to kill us all. And we've just been using it as tinker toys. Thank you for the bits, lovely lady.
It used too much element to power everything, it leaked in the environment and got mutated everything it touches, and kept humans from using it. Yeah! That's what it is. It mutates.
I mean, for the longest time, we used behemoth gateways as our entirety of our wall because they were this much protection and wall space for very, very little, like,
yeah, they're cheap, but they're gross, and I don't like them anymore.
But like,
I like the aesthetic of real
even
walls.
With the risk of deleting a dino, it's still a better solution. Man, I don't know why I was walking the entire time. I could have just flown in Ares every time I had a full load of gates.
Right? I keep doing that too. It's because I keep leaving Zeus other places. Mainly up there. Yeah, Rockwell injected himself with, like, steroids made of element, and then he took over the aberration ARK. He replaced its overseer. Which is actually why he can ascend us, is because he is the overseer of that ARK, and when you kill him, you reset the ARK back to its standard overseer or something. Which is why you can then go to Earth, because it's the gateway to Earth.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was...
Remember when we did the boss fight, and we
had a
got
glitch,
the win?
so...
We had a glitch. No, we didn't have it glitched, we just couldn't beat it, so we cheated our win because we wanted to see the cutscene. And nobody believed me when I said that was Earth. Remember, you teleport down to the Earth pad. And no one's like, oh, that's not Earth. Like, I called it.
You were right.
Because I have gone far and wide for trees.
Hey, guess what?
Hey, remember
from 100 places here right now. You can take a think of that.
Yes. It's trees. There's a tree inside of you right now, Ghost.
Damn.
Ghost, not only inside of you, it's trying to get out.
Ah, shit. You didn't finish the ramp foundation.
No, that's why I said we
And
need foundations.
My brain was like, I'm gonna place wall down, and so I have a wall down the middle of the ramp.
Nice.
We're good. It's easily fixable.
It wasn't a gateway. The parks were glitched. Kept sending everyone in circle. Human attacked aberration. Oh, that's what it was. I thought its aberration was the hub one because it had that like transportation room you come into, and that it was in lockdown because of all the Rockwell overseer shit.
Wait, so what was the actual story?
So, all of the ARKS kept sending you in a circle. You couldn't use them to get to Earth. So what they did is they took over the aberration ARK by having Rockwell become the overseer, and he hacked it so they could jump to Earth from aberration. But by the time we get there, he's gone insane.
Yeah. But we can still get to Earth from aberration.
Because you kill him and then
you
kill him and reset it.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. Hey, Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Can you come look at the cliff? Do you see that?
Which cliff side?
Turn to your left. I'm by the rocks. Do you see the floaty tree? You see that?
Damn, that's a tall floaty tree.
It's treesus.
Well, it exists as a tree. Yeah.
Good old treesus. Hold on, let's see if I can hit it from down here. 'Cause you flew through it. Like, flew through where it would be. Nope. Huh. Treesus. Yeah, it goes, don't break that. Don't break treesus.
Thanks for saying that after I broke it.
You sinner.
Stop coming up with good ideas and, like, communicating them back to my brain.
Alright,
like,
chat came up with it.
must break tree down because it's in weird hover spot.
I thought a Moralitops is a real-life creature, though. I thought there were a Moralitops was a thing in real life.
Oh, was that an invented one?
Apparently it's a fusion of trike and camel. I'm Googling. Huh.
I don't think refertilizer would restore that one.
Huh. It is, in fact, a unique creature.
Huh.
Wait. It seems to be a relative of both the Moralodon and Ceratops genus, which itself is rather strange. On top of that, it has developed the ability to store water in its humps like a camel. This makes it a critical part of the desert's food chain as it provides predators both food and hydration. Trivia. Give me the trivia. Moralitops isn't actually a real dinosaur, but it was invented by the game developers. The dossier say it's a combination of Moralodon and Iguanodontian and Ceratops, a Ceratopsian, which are not closely related. This combination also forms a generic name. Ah, interesting. Lights.
Yeah, it's weird. Only the gachas are spawning with the event, but we don't get raptor claws, we don't get snow.
That's whack. Chat wants me to make you pay for killing Treesus. But, I mean, I can't make you do that. That's what the afterlife is for.
Damn.
You'll meet Treesus, Ghost. And he will judge you. And he will not be kind. You know what you could be doing, Ghost? You could be putting the ceilings on right now. Have we done caves yet? We've done, like, one. It's... When we do caves, we're gonna, like, probably bat them out in the course of, like, 2 streams. Because the caves aren't hard.
Till we get to the Ascension cave.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's not a cave. That's a pain.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been through it.
You have? We beat the Overseer once. Remember in the Mr. Fister series?
Oh yeah, we just blew through that cave.
And we got deleted because it glitched. And that's why we thought it reset your character, because it reset our characters.
Hmm.
Make the other weapons for the fight pits. Nah, we got a bow. Oh, Ghost. As I know, we do have to finish up my my 7 kills on you.
That we do.
Why are you wearing chitin?
It's all the random shit I've been collecting off the alphas.
Imagine wearing clothes. Imagine wearing clothes. Just make foundations.
I took half of them.
Imagine!
No, right? Wild. I'm taking over Spesh today since he's not in the stream. Not that he usually is, but...
There. Got all your foundations. Then we just gotta get the triangle boys to fix that up. As for ramps, I did not make any more ramps. Have we flown on oh no, oh no, oh no. Have we flown on NCT yet? I don't think we have. Oh no, we did. We tried to speed test on, I think. Or did we? Hold on, let's fly them. Yeah, they're standard Tapajara. Actually... that's not bad. They had 6 levels over them. They have a decent enough weight ghost. I put some speed into them. Look at this.
Nice.
That's almost fast enough to keep up with a running Quetzal.
I was gonna say, that's as much speed as we need. Any more than that...
No, we need a little bit more. We need more. That won't keep up.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't want to go beyond Quetzal speed, because then you run into issues.
No.
If you go too far behind it, because no, maybe not. I don't know.
Nice chill stream? Exactly. The Alpha Stone, the Athalascus just want talking about, he loves breaking stone walls. I don't want him to be anywhere near us. Hey, look at that, we were missing a raptor. We're missing more than one raptor. We're missing 2 raptors. Well, one of them's back now, but we had 4 total raptors.
They must have been neutral or something and jumped off.
Oh well, we don't really need raptor eggs anymore. Yeah, Ghost apparently just keeps forgetting the air brake exists. It's whack.
Oh, you're right.
You know what? You not knowing that exists explains so much!
Mm-hmm.
That's why you always have such trouble piloting.
Oh wow, that is, yeah. It's just, you don't expect an air brake button.
Except we've known about it for years.
But if I'm not using it frequently, I don't remember the mechanic.
Imagine. So we're gonna fight it out with bows and arrows? Because we're kind of out of spears.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
It won't take long. It's only 7 kills this time. What? WD doesn't
all my
kill
stuff
Ghost?
upstairs. I no longer have the mental capacity for long or large-scale theoretical conversations, but I'm pretty certain that Star Wars weapons can't exist in real life.
They could. Certain ones. Like which one?
I'm assuming both lightsabers and
Lightsabers could exist.
blasters.
They just wouldn't look as neat. But it is possible to just take superheated plasma and have a magnetic field hold it in place in the form of a tube, and you could cut things with that. It's possible. Is it likely to see in our lifetime? Hell no.
Oh, goody, rain.
Yeah. Don't you love rain?
I think that was everything I needed.
What do you think of the Kara? The what? Huh?
Alright, it's the Natural Selection 2 creatures.
They were talking about Subnautica.
Yeah, it's the same company that made Natural Selection that made Subnautica.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And
So how many more walls do we need for that?
alien, like, there's, like, references to them inside Subnautica.
How many more walls did we need? Or did you fix that already?
Oh, there's 21 walls in this thing.
You want to take them?
Yeah, and then I can head over to, I'll come back and then go to the arena.
Okay. I was wondering if you want to do that for like another 15 minutes.
Well, we've been going for, yeah, like 15 minutes is about what it's going to take to finish off the bounty list.
Wow.
Like, because we're a little bit later today, I'm like a little bit low energy, so I'm like...
Imagine being sleepy. Imagine walking home from the chiropractor.
I know I can walk home again.
Imagine sleeping in your own
so
bed.
Good. I know. Like, so much progress.
I saw an alternate title for Star Wars: Fantastic Holes and How to Escape Them. A Guide for Space Wizards. Oh, that's great.
Not wrong.
Okay, Ghost. How about this? We finish up the barn off camera while we're doing the gacha stuff. Just because it's going to take a little bit more. We have a theoretical 2 floors left to go. I'm thinking maybe we just do the total of 2 floors and not a third. And we just take what is the, we'll have the Argents upstairs because they're birds. And they can be flown in. And then
I feel like we could have some, like, behemoth hatch gates.
Kind of like how the one fan base did.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that maybe have 3 floors and have that be the way Argents get in.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I guess because we don't have a lot of Utranis now, but we will eventually. You, the Subnautica player, doomed Earth with a debt. Oh. Really? That's... Spoilers. See, now I have an excuse. I don't have to play Subnautica.
I'm actually kind of excited to play it.
Here's the thing, Ghost. I think no matter how buggy the multiplayer mod is, it's still gonna work. It's still something we should look into.
The thing was, it hadn't been worked on for, like...
And? It still works.
It was absolutely broken by a base game update and was not being developed further.
Really?
I was looking at it, and it, like, it just didn't work.
That's sad.
My torch is not on. God damn it.
No, because the rain turns them off.
Oh, no, there it goes. The torches are S+ and don't activate unless someone's in the area.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
And so I had to finish the wake-up animation before I spawned.
Alright.
This arena looks really good even in the rain.
Yeah, it does. I love it. Because all the light, it makes it look nice. I have not brought any additional weapons. Just a bow. No bola, no club, nothing. Got it?
Okay. I actually brought some spears because there was a whole bunch of spears in the crafting table.
That's valid. I'll take some spears.
So there's a 10 stack in there.
I'll take a 6 stack.
There's a 10 stack as well.
I took a 6
and
stack.
I also have my own 10, so... Yeah.
What? The multiplayer Skyrim with Skyrim together, that doesn't work anymore. Like, they stopped development on it because they got in trouble for stealing code. Zero, let's level to 5th camp worms today. Will it be possible? Entirely. They're based on horizontal gene transfer. If you shoot me while I'm scratching my ear ghost, I will destroy you. They are entirely possible because horizontal gene transfer is a thing. Parasites regularly grow inside their host. Acidic blood, that'd be a little weird, but it's not impossible. You could have a bio compound that is not... It's basic enough that it doesn't get melted. Alright, you ready to go? I saw that ghost. Go! That hit?
Nope.
How about that?
That one did. That one did. Maybe.
I haven't been hit yet. That arrow should be inside of me. That hit? Oh, I heard grunts.
Fire arrow.
Really?
Stuck into the torch.
Oh, I heard grunts.
Nothing on that one? God damn it. It's
I have
really
not
hard
hit yet.
because this one arrow is in like my neck, and so I
Good.
keep seeing it on the
I've
screen.
blinded you. I actually haven't been hit yet.
No, that's really, man. I just suck at.
How are you still moving?
I have enough HP.
Ow!
I got some hits.
I
in
pinned
there.
you to
Oh,
the
I
wall.
backed into the spikes.
Number 6!
Yeah,
Yeah, you've seen Bloodspurts, but like, I didn't lose HP.
even those last two arrows at point blank
You hit
that
me
I
once.
shot you with?
You hit me once. I told you when you hit me. You ready?
1 second. Aha!
Oh no, you've activated Helena. Your advantage. That hit you in the head?
Nope.
That one?
I think so.
How about that?
God damn it!
How about
You
that?
just annihilated me in 3 arrows.
Yeah, headshot, body shot. Yeah, the hit markers are not
hit
working.
anything with
the hit
these,
markers aren't
yeah.
working. 5. Just look at this. When this is clean, we have a clean slate. Helena was a terrible fight, awful fighter, Grace forever. Oh, okay, so that explains Ghost. Headshot.
God damn.
Ever try to
Right.
spear someone with an arrow?
Yeah, you're right. I should
Oh,
be spearing
shit!
someone with a spear.
Hey!
You said you didn't bring any in. That didn't mean I couldn't. I'm not hitting you even when you're bowling. There we go. At least I killed you when you were
Imagine
bowling.
bullying me.
Ugh. I don't know what it is. Like, I just don't have this flick skills or something I used to have.
You
I
got
remember doing a lot more damage in Survival of the Fittest with bow and arrow. Or I could, like, actually PvP someone. Any of those hit you?
You've hit me once.
Once.
And actually, it did a lot. It did a lot, Ghost. It was like
There
a
are
headshot.
4 arrows in you on my screen.
It was
and
like a
one
headshot,
of
Ghost. I need arrows. That is 4. You're almost dead. You're almost done, Ghost. Oh, I hope
Okay,
you
let
don't
me
need any
count
arrows.
these. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 2 in your arm.
0, 0, 0, and 0.
1 in each of your hands.
As a note, Ghost, don't need too many arrows. That is the last of the arrows in there.
I've got 159 on me, so...
I got 100, and there's another 200 in the box.
fuck that parkour up. Get my damn spear back out of the rock. Ow.
Rocks are not your friend, Ghost. Whoa, okay.
I'm just bad at this. So bad. Like, the spear doesn't even come close to hitting you. Getting more hits in with the spear versus spear fight, but like a lot of the time it would just
Number
whiff
3.
badly.
Crit is Delibird, God of God, and Killer of God. I'm a Delibird now? I don't want to be a Delibird.
I guess this is my suffering for killing Treesus.
Yes! That hurt?
Ow, yes!
Ow.
Hey, so if I don't aim at you...
Oh, I bumped into a wall.
Oh. You were on top of a rock. There was no fucking wall.
Do you see the spike wall? Ow, my legs. My shot didn't get off. The issue with the Dino Fight Pit is they would break the wood.
Yeah. We'd have to make it out of metal, and that's a lot.
That's a lot of metal. In fact, there was actually a trike trying to get in. It's whack.
I love how the walls don't do shit against that trike either. Oh, that one whizzed by my leg.
Yeah? That one whizzed? Or did it hit?
Yeah, that was a hit. Down hit?
Yeah. Thank you, Yveltal, for the follow! That sounded painful.
Yeah, yours did as well.
Oh, we're coming down to the ground now. You trying to drop shot me?
God damn.
Mid jump, by the way. The
I
spike
mean,
was
it's
a
easier
PvP,
to
yeah.
like. Honestly, I think that's one of the differences. I keep doing jumps, and it just makes me easier to hit.
No, it's the first time I think I've hit you during a jump. Number 2 left.
Well, thank you for following, Evital. Beltol? Evital? I don't
Yveltal.
remember the...
I mean, slingshots count, but we just don't have any.
Oh! Forgotten about those. God, that would take even longer to kill each other.
Yeah, it's a knockout method.
Okay, point blank bow shots, not my
Only helps
strong
me.
suit. That one hurt?
Nope.
In your head.
Ow.
It is in your head.
Imagine getting bounced off a wall. Could be me. Ow, that definitely should have hurt, but it didn't.
Have you been hit once yet?
Maybe.
When we get down to these 1v1
Number
like,
1
fights, it's like my spear is like just inches shorter than yours. I think that might be a model difference.
No, it isn't. They specifically changed that so it wouldn't be, remember? Because it used to be the longer arms did equate to a longer spear.
Yeah.
But it doesn't anymore. Haha! Thank you for the follow, Darren Hill. Ow. My face. My lovely lady face!
lost all the ground I gained. Ran into a rock. Oh, I'm so inaccurate.
I hit you!
Yeah. I remember being much more accurate with these spears.
Hello. Why, hello there.
Oh. Heard that one whistling. Walk into the wall.
Yeah, to evade you.
Oh, come on!
Y'all ever
Apparently
use
we
the
can
K
run
menu?
faster than the spear travels.
Oh, my bow broke! My bow broke. Hey, Ren. My body is too thick for your puny arrows. Ghost, it's okay. For a little bit there'll be guns, but then when we wrap back around to composite bows, then you'll know true pain. Man, my bow broke. Look at you being far away. Where'd you go? Where you going? Trying a new rock?
Because we always go to the same rock.
Guess it's the farthest point from the graves. Oh, did your bow break?
One of them, because I used two. Survival fittest strats. That one didn't hit?
Nope. Oh, someone's leg's broken? 0! Ghost?
Good, we're done.
We're done. You're free. At exactly 3 hours, minus the fact that we didn't start up for like a couple minutes.
Ugh.
Yeah, next time we have a big blood feud, we using pistols. That's where Ghost is going to dominate me, though, because I suck with
That I have a
pistol.
lot better aim with.
Ghost
like,
is great with pistol, and I'm not.
I think it's because they added the bow shake.
No, that's always been
And
there.
they
That's always been there for the basic bow.
Was that in Survivalist?
Because you made a whole
Huh.
point in the Survivalist about how the composite bow shouldn't have that. You complained about it.
Oh,
I remember that
yeah.
rant.
Hmm.
Someone use bits quickly.
No, we'll have to go and kill each other if you do for next stream, but not this one. But yeah, thank you guys for joining in. It's been fun. Leave a like and subscribe on YouTube and on Twitch. Make sure to follow so that way you don't miss our next stream. Are you streaming tomorrow, Crit?
Maybe. I don't know.
Crit has a
RuneScape.
possibility of a stream. He's also got RuneScape going. So, it might be until when Crystal League is done, he'll get streams going again.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I will be streaming Saturday and Sunday at 2 hours earlier than this stream started in your local time. And I'm hoping with those streams to work on my stream endurance so that way I don't get tired after about 3-ish hours. And so, yeah, those hopefully will be longer streams, and over the weeks I will make them longer and longer weekend streams kind of a thing. But, yeah, have a great night, Ghost Pups, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.